At the moment, Zero Albi has 6 points, and so does Andes. Andes is playing the undefeated team in the bracket. If Andes and it's Zero Albi, if they both lose, they'll be sitting both at 6 points in the third and fourth slot, but only one of them can move on. So it'll be one of those potentially rare instances where you could have a team move on despite having only won 2 games. Talk to me, Zaf, about the NDLBR lineup.
So NDLBR, our green team: Kremlin, Montana, Moskva, Stalingrad, Des Moines, and Hindenburg again.
Yes.
Plus a Golden Lion, the Golden Rio as well.
Indeed,
and a Marceau
the Golden
and a
Lion
Goering for the destroyers.
All right, once again from the southeast corner of the map, we're looking at Zero Albi. I believe it's meant to be Zero Albi is how it's spelled, but I believe it's meant to be no alibi. This is Yamato and Shikishima. Japanese steel folded 1,000 times for their battleships. Des Moines, Hindenburg, Moskva, and Stalingrad for the cruisers, fronted by Gearing, Daring, and Shimakaze.
Yes. I will say, Shikishima, of course, those shells are folded just one more time.
Just one extra time.
1,001 times, and I just fired off the Shikishima 510 default sounds that were nerfed.
In the last Bizarro game that we saw, the team from the south went super mega ultra heavy to A, right? And then of course it didn't matter because the game was a restart. Here, Zaf, look at what we're seeing. The green team, NDLBR, going super mega ultra heavy to the top end of the map, all heading to C, basically. This is strange.
Yep. I don't think so. This is what I see a lot with Trap. You see the toilet bowl because teams, they sent one into B cap, just one, and then everybody else they go for the side they think that they're strongest on. For the northern spawn, that's going to be C cap. For the southern spawn, that's going to be A cap, and that's just a predominant thing. You see that on a lot of maps. There's kind of like this default maneuvering that players have settled into in this game at this point after 6 years of this game being released.
Shikishima took a shot at Graves Stalingrad at 28 kilometers. He missed. Even Stalingrad can dodge at that range.
Yep, but we all heard it, and that was the point
you heard
I was
all
going
right.
to get earlier with the Shikishima. Oh my god, that gun sounds so beautiful.
You heard it all right. Both teams contesting B as the giant NDLBR push up to C continues. And you know what? Now that I look at it, even the Zero No Albi guys are pushing 5 ships to A. They don't realize how grossly outclassed they are at the top end of the board.
But that's okay because, generally speaking, from a defender perspective, having fewer ships than the attacker is okay. We've seen that in clan battles. We've seen that in King of the Sea as well. Because usually when you're the pusher side, you bleed hit points just to gain map control.
Indeed.
So if No Alibi is able to react to this push and hold the enemy, they'll be okay. Now take a look at the Golden Lion's position north of B. Beautiful spot there to just Dutch oven the hell out of anything that's in B cap. Surprisingly, he hasn't dropped his airstrike yet. I thought he would have by now.
He doesn't know where to drop it, right? There's several decent places that Daring could be. They don't have a radar in this vicinity to pick him up, so anything you do, just be guessing.
I suppose, although at this point in the game, he's already got one airstrike available. He could always just do some fishing.
He should have them both available. What's the reload on? 90 seconds?
Something like that. So yeah, you're right.
They're probably both up by now. Because we're almost 4 minutes in here as the B cap finally goes to one team. That is No Albi picking up the B cap here as they also snag the A cap. So 2 cap advantage here for the team from the south spawn. And now the Shimakaze apparently is spotted somehow. I'm guessing it must be Graves' radar.
No, I think he got lit for a second, maybe by the gearing. Was it Graves' radar, really?
It could have been great. Could have been the Moskva radar. They've got 2 radar up around the C cap. Obviously, one of them caught wind of him. They pushed him off the cap, and now they'll pick up C.
Good.
Your Golden Lion Zath is coming into the cap. Here he comes. Charging into the cap from the north. This is a very bold play.
Look at Dirk.
Oh.
In the Hindenburg.
And Duramore, he's got Duramore now lit on the surface. He's inside the detection range. His secondaries are going in on Dura.
That's right.
Dura really needs to smoke. The
There he
Marceau
goes.
trying to run him
Here-
down. There's the smoke. It
Here
feels
comes
a
the
little
Dutch
late.
oven. Let's go.
Feels a little late there, but now's the time to call in that Dutch airstrike on the smoke screen. Let's see if
Right.
let's see if he does it.
He hasn't yet.
Oh,
Meanwhile, look
big
at how low
AP
Dirk
hit there. Goodness.
Oh, there it is. Might have a slight delay from your game. That's weird.
Dirk getting slapped way over on the 10 line. The Galileo
look at this,
continuing
though.
to charge into B.
Yeah, this is questionable here, as Hindenburg takes out other Hindenburg for dominance in this battle. He's got to know torpedoes are here. He's got to have his hydro on. So this is a huge. Oof.
I don't know. That's feels like a very bad play. Like, that's hunting destroyers is not what that ship does best. I'm not sure why you would make that push.
And not even using a single airstrike. That just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, why bring the ship? I mean, maybe it's the only tier 10 you have or something. I don't know. But now
Use the gimmick, Luke.
Sousa's Marceau going to go out here on 160 HP. The Stalingrad closes that deal. And now up a ship and up a cap. Things looking really good for no Albi here as we are only 6 minutes into this game on trap.
Chat responding to seeing double death picks and going, I'm hungry, damn it.
The Daring has beached himself against the Gowden's sinking hull. He needs to not take a torpedo. He manages to not to. Whew.
Wow. That was close.
Big hit there on Lucum's Hindenburg. Not sure who that was from. Oh, it's from Udachi's Shiki down here on the bottom end of B.
Yep.
Norvon
And
Wolf's
then,
gearing now coming in.
The Stalingrad Huaxilok just took a torpedo as well from the gearing.
Yeah. I gotta say,
this game's not over yet, guys.
It's not, and these two teams want to fight. I mean, look at these NDLBR guys. They're not pulling back. They're not slowing down. Gearing takes a torp in the bow.
Luca just takes another smack in the face.
Yeah, Luca just got slapped, and there's got to be Shimakaze torpedoes coming in from port.
Yep.
He's gonna go. Oh, he's better get a move on, or he's gonna go out.
He's going to go out regardless, I think. He just DCP'd. He's getting HE spammed to death. Another fire Zalt's going to take
torpedo's going to catch him. He's going out. Oh, not even going to matter. Moskva seals the deal. 2-ship lead for no Alibi here.
That is unfortunate for NDLBR.
It is indeed. Now they've still got Norvon Wolf's gearing in the B cap contesting it, but man, the entirety of No Alibi's team is right here on the cap. They lose the Moskva to a really nice shot from Graves, sneaking those shells in across the cap. Well done. I really like Graves. I really like Graves' position now. He's swung wide of the cap over here, trying to play the angles with the Stalingrad, which is what you want to be doing with Stalin's guns.
Absolutely, yeah. That Stalingrad is like it's basically a discount battleship.
Kremlin taking a Shimakaze torpedo amidships, and he's got gearing torpedoes coming in from the bow. I think he's got a nice gap, though, in that salvo. He does.
Yeah. Good cross-torp chance, though.
Impoluto looks like he's going to drive into the smoke. So he is.
Stalingrad going down for No Alibi. There he goes.
No Alibi loses his Stalingrad, and just like that, we're evened up on ships. No Alibi still clinging to about an 80-point lead here. But this game is not over.
No, it's not. Anybody can win this, guys.
Udachi Shikishima takes a salvo at Grave, comes up empty. Grave's gun's looking for something.
He's going to have some torpedoes coming in at him soon, but there's a very convenient Shikishima-sized gap.
Grave putting shells out on the Des Moines, but Rodriguez bouncing most of that. Grave not really getting much out of it.
He's at a good position to bounce Stalingrad shells off that belt, but
he really
he's got to watch out for the Kremlin. Here comes the Kremlin shells on Rodriguez.
Good hit. Solid hit. No citadels, but certainly some good pins there as Impoluto's moving up. Oh, somebody hit him. I think that was the Monty. Was it the Stalin? The Stalin got the kill, but somebody else hit him before he died because I watched his health drop twice in a row.
That was the Stalingrad. We were looking right at it, dude. That was
so we got the bow turrets and then the stern turrets, I guess, or something like that.
Something like that. He just went in and boom.
Just like that. And the LBR moves out to a ship lead here. Both teams ticking up a cap, a 20-point lead for NDLBR. Halfway mark of the game, just about here. A lot of conga line torps out here looking for Impoluto. He may not like this when these things start to land here in a sec.
Yep.
The daring play we've been seeing out of Duramora has been just solid all game. In fact, this daring salvo is going to kill this Kremlin, I think. He's going to take 3 more. Oh, he's going to leave him on a sliver of his health. Look at that. Just a fraction, under 10,000 as he pops his heel. Norvon Wolf's gearing having to smoke and try to retreat. Everything.
I'm amazed that he dodged those Shikishima shells. Wow.
Yeah, I can't believe Impoluto's still alive. Nose to nose with
those
the Shikishima.
18-inch shells.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being a sailor on that deck and seeing those 18-inch shells just whiz right by?
Here they come.
20. Are they 20?
Yeah, they're 20. These are 20-inch shells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, folded 1,001 times. That's all it takes.
Indeed. Captain Brenner's going to seal the deal on Impoluto with his gearing torpedoes. There's no way Impoluto can dodge all of that. And there he goes.
There it goes.
But the Shikishima's getting low as well. Both teams even on kills. Shiki burning out on the bottom of the cap, and there he goes.
And there he goes.
Does he take the gearing with him? He does. Brenner claims the gearing. Just like that, we're back to even, and no Albi has the lead. They have 3 destroyers left, Sath, but nothing significant. They have 3 destroyers in their Yamato versus a Montana and 3 radar cruisers, so that can't be comfortable.
So it's the age-old smoke versus radar. Got it.
Yeah. Yep. We're down to the end game here. Both teams on 4 surviving ships. 8.5 minutes to play here on Trap. No Albi working, about a 100-point lead. That's growing slowly, but they are definitely upside down on health. Way upside down on health. They got to get something out of these destroyers.
Chad is catching up to the game, and they're pointing out something. It's very possible that those players unbound the ASW, so the Golden Lion couldn't use the airstrike because that's the button for it. Huh. Never thought of that.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about that either.
Never
but
thought
I mean,
of that.
I don't know.
Look at this Montana. Look at this.
Well, look at the
Shimakaze.
Yeah,
salvo.
look at the Shimakaze salvo. Like, this might be the end of this Montana. This is gorgeous. He's going to take at least 5 of these, I think. 2 in the bow here. 1 more in the stern. Nope, just 2 more from the next salvo.
4.
Oh, only 4. The 5th one would have sealed the deal. He's very low. Now he's choosing to get into a gunfight with a Montana. Look at the balls on the Shimakaze player.
He's radared right now. He doesn't care.
Oh, so he doesn't care. He doesn't matter. He's like, bah, screw it. Nothing to lose. He does force the
gearing.
Yep, gearing's out. Brenner's run finally comes to an end, but not before he shoves torpedoes into the face of the Des Moines, who takes 1.
Wow.
What a game, Zath.
Yeah, and look at this. He's trying to start a permanent fire on the Montana and failing.
He's been trying for a while.
That decision to try could be fatal. He's doing a great job of dodging even Moskva railgun HE shells, which is just hilarious to watch. But now the Moskva's gotten all 3 of his turrets on target, plus the Montana's turrets.
Yep, or the Monty shells.
And now I think the Shimakaze's decided.
He needs to go dark now. He needs to go dark now. They lost the gearing, so one of the destroyers is down. NDLBR now working a ship lead as some more torpedoes coming in on the port side of the Monty, but I think he's going to be able to move out in front of them.
Yeah, this Yamato, I think he needs to turn around now. Hybrid ships are cancer.
Yamato needs to get into this fight, man. It's time to get into this fight. His team's got a 40-point lead, and he's running away. Come on, man. You ain't gonna win. You ain't gonna win the game from the 10 line. You want to win, you got to get up here.
Has been removed.
Yeah, you want to get up here and win, you got to get your hands dirty. That's just what's going to happen. Now, he's taking a shot at the Monty. This might, if he can land it, this might kill the Montana. He's a little behind him, maybe? He got him.
Oh,
he got him.
Wow.
Solid shot.
To see that again.
Solid shot there. All right, so that gives them a 120-point lead that they are slowly losing. 6 minutes to play here on Trap, but I still feel like this Yamato needs to get back in the game. The Des Moines and the Gearing are going to go to A, right? The Shima is going to try to back cap C, but he can't. The Moskva radar is going to keep him from doing it, I think.
Yep, we got 5 minutes left in the battle, ladies and gentlemen. We don't have the score timer, but I'll tell you what, it's too close to call right now
It
with the
is.
current cap setup, which is why NDLBR is going to have to go to A. Although, check this out. Duramora is now detected, or was detected for just a
Yep.
second.
Yep.
Taking some pain because of that.
Yep. They've got him
Radar
radared.
was
There's
detected again.
I think the Stalin, I think the Des Moines
Oh.
radar had him lit, and then here comes the Stalin radar. 74
Yeah.
HP for Duramora. He's got to dodge everything now. He has to be perfect.
And not.
He meant Oh, you called it a little early there, sir.
I did call a little bit early. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
But that took care of it anyways.
But there it was. The follow-up salvo from the Stalingrad seals the deal, and now the Yami has no spotting on either one of those cruisers in the middle of the board. The only ship the Yamato can see is the Moskva because the Shimakaze astern of the Moskva is keeping him lit.
Yep.
That's where his salvo's going.
Now detected on radar, so he's not able to keep the Moskva lit anymore. I like this play of putting him into C-cap, though. Get the point tick going, all that good stuff.
Yep, they're going to put him into C-cap. That's going to allow them to hold their lead, maybe. 16 points separating these two teams, 4 minutes to play. This is going to be incredibly close. It's way too close to call here. Moskva now pushed out to where he has to fight the Yamato, but the Yami not really able to put much through the bow right there.
Yep.
All right, so here we go. There it is.
Repetition.
No alibi.
4 minutes to go.
No alibi working a cap lead. They are continuing to close this gap. They are now only 6 points behind, and a minute, in just a few moments, they will overtake. The Stalingrad is headed to A, and it's a question of whether or not they can kill this Moskva. If they get a kill, that's going to lock this game up for no alibi, in my opinion. We'll have to see what they can do.
Yep. We should petition to change NDLBR's name to Nailbiter.
Seriously.
Oh my goodness.
This game is very much a nail-biter. NDLBR can still win. Obviously, taking out the Yamato will more or less end the game. They've got 3 minutes to do it. Good salvo there coming in from the Stalingrad to the south. Graves been doing great work with the Stalingrad all game. 3 kills.
Oh, absolutely.
If I'm the Moskva, I'm going for the ram. If you ram this Yamato, you
Yes.
win. Seriously, you win the game. It's over. He's going for
Not only
SIDS
that,
right
but-
now.
But you can get the AP citadels on the cheek, right? So what this Yamato should have been doing is actually turning to a kite away position instead, to open up that range, and also to prevent the Moskva from possibly ramming. And as an added bonus, you angle towards the Stalingrad shells, so that would have been a default maneuvering thing.
He's trying now. Oh, big
there's
citadels
the
there out of the Moskva. That's going to end this guy's game. There's no way. The next time the Moskva's guns reload, you just shoot him in the butt, get full pins. He shot the belt. And the Stalingrad seals the deal. Oh, you got to shoot him in the stern, man. You don't shoot him in the belt, but that's the game. NDLBR with the win. Look at that. Their only win of the day, Zath, coming here in Game 5. And possibly being a spoiler for No Alibi. Because No Alibi needed that win to more or less lock up their spot. Well, I say lock up because we don't know the result of the Andes Furia game. Let's have a look. But man, playing spoiler here at the end. Look at that.
Yep. All right, so we're going to get out of here.